Welcome to ProCast, our ProPlay
Podcast.
Let's go. We have Coach Deanna here.
Heck yeah.
Let's go.
We're super excited to have her. She is one of our most known coaches.
Absolutely.
She is a stud. She's an author of a book, Winning Element, and she is coaching our 12s this year. She was coaching our 11s last year. And we are so blessed and thankful to have her a part of the Pro Fam.
100%.
Woo!
Wow, so much love.
I know.
Yes.
I
Almost
miss
knocked
seeing you.
everything.
My practices are later. I never get to see you.
I know.
So how's life?
Life is really, really good. There's a lot of volleyball going on. As you guys know, I'm a volleyball coach, I'm a volleyball referee, and I also do volleyball mental performance.
Let's
So
go.
life is volleyball.
I can see that. What is your preference when you're looking at those three things: coaching, reffing, mental performance? What is your prayer? What will you prefer the most?
It depends on the day, and honestly, the mental performance side of things is my passion. It's the thing
Yep.
that I
Yeah.
love more than anything else.
Yep.
I love athlete development, and especially individual athlete development, because I think that's where it all starts.
Yep.
And really forming the building blocks.
You're so well spoken; it's unbelievable. Like
Thank you.
she's
I mean,
always
she
so well
did write a
spoken.
book, so.
She did that. No, I'm
Always practicing.
Yeah, right?
When she talks, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so uneducated. I need to do a better job.
I love it.
Let's cut that part. I'm just
So
kidding.
yeah, I think mental performance is my favorite thing to study. It's my favorite thing to work with athletes. When it comes to coaching or reffing,
Yeah.
it's reffing.
Reffing.
It's
Wow.
reffing. And it's one
Pass
of the
on that one.
reasons I know. I love reffing.
I love that.
I think it's an incredible way to stay in the sport and in the game.
sure.
I think that the need for impartial, neutral referees who can hold the emotional container of the sport is needed and necessary.
Wow.
And I have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I like being able to go in, work a match, do my best, show up for the players, show up for the athlete, or show up for the athletes, show up for the coaches, and hopefully the spectators as well, right?
Yep.
And then on the coaching side, I love the littles.
Yeah.
The littles are
I
awesome.
absolutely love
They
the
love
You
littles.
get you get so much out of them in such a short period of time. You get like they get better right off the bat. You teach them, you're the hero. It's so easy to get them to learn more, but also you have to bring the energy, and that's one thing that you do better than anybody else. Your energy is unmatched, and it's so consistent. It doesn't matter what kind of day you have. I always come to a court, I get annoyed because I cannot match that energy. I'm like, just like, how? Well, what did she drink? Like, I need more of that.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely amazing to see, and there is a reason why you are the best at that position, because it's so, you need to connect, you need to bond, and you did a phenomenal job. Now, Coach Amanda, question for you: did you ever have Coach Deanna ref your game?
I think so. I think there was a high school I've definitely seen
High
you
school match
reffing a
for
million
sure.
times, but I think we had you in high school within the last couple years. It hasn't been a year
You
or
know,
two.
my last season of coaching. The reason why I'm asking this,
Uh-oh.
my last season of coaching, Coach Deanna was a ref for Rosary and Esperanza. I was Esperanza.
wow.
And then she was coach in
I was
Anila.
R2.
Yes, and Nilu was you were R2. Good memory.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nilu was coaching Rosary. I was coaching Esperanza, and
It was all three of you? So
Yes.
you were
Yes.
against Nilu.
I was against
And then
Nilu.
you were reffing.
Right
That's
in the
Yes.
middle.
amazing.
I was right in
oh,
the middle,
no.
and I would just stroll in
Did
between.
you just put in some
And this is
earplugs?
just a shout out to Deanna, to how ethical she is, because for me, you know, me being a director and Nilu, I don't know, was Nilu a coach at that point in time? Was she a director? So I was like, you know what, there better be some calls on my end. You know, I better get some calls.
Oh, what a horrible
Hey,
expectation.
0 calls on my end. I got whooped. I got in there and I got out. And that this is just the props to you, in a sense of, you don't care, you're always fair, and every single call that you have made, it was a correct call. But I remember, I'm like, oh my gosh, I saw Deanna, I'm walking, I'm winning this game for sure. I walked out of that gym so quick, it was 0-3, go home, pack up the bags, change the diapers. So it was a lot of fun. But shout out to you for always taking the job serious and making sure that you're doing a great job as a ref. I think it's absolutely amazing to see. But tell me a little bit about your book. What can we? This is such a boss move to make it, not just once but twice. Give our listeners a little bit of insight of what it is that you do and what's the point of it and how it works. Just elaborate on it if you wouldn't mind.
All right, I think a little bit of background. So I published my first book in 2019, and it was right before stuff went a little crazy.
Yes.
Right? And everybody asked the question, like, how long did it take to write? A long time. I cut half the book.
Wow.
Literally, like, I wrote double the amount, cut half of it.
Wow.
And so when I first started doing volleyball mental performance, my focus was around the maximizing, which it's now kind of changed to more of an optimization. I think we're more the culture of maximization of you have to get everything in,
right.
hustle culture, versus how can we more be in harmony with our mind, with our body, everything else,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so the first book that I wrote was about maximizing mental and physical performance and being able to see your strengths and weaknesses and being able to fill in the gaps.
Right.
And it was more energy packed and about, okay, what strategies can we put into practice? Hydration, nutrition, movement, recovery on the physical side. On the mental side, confidence, energy management, visualization, self-talk, resilience. These are all core aspects that help us not only perform on the court, but off the court as well.
Sure.
Look good, feel good, play good, hopefully.
Heck yeah.
And early in my career, I was focused on the mental and the physical.
Uh-huh.
And this is when it was right before you hired me.
Yeah.
Which has always been a blessing. And I've been
I love you.
so
You're
happy
awesome.
to be
You're
a
awesome.
part of ProFam.
We're
I
happy
think
to
this
have
is
you.
either my fourth year or my fifth year. I'm pretty sure it's number 4.
I think it's 4.
And throughout the process, when we first started talking and when we had this conversation, initially, you'd said, hey, I want you to run it. And I said, what can I do? And he said, anything you want. And I said, great.
I love it.
So, and I remember coming up with a whole plan.
Such a good memory. I'm like, my memory is so.
Oh yeah, that was.
Awesome.
Well, it's
and that
life
was when I
changing,
was-
right? You remember
No.
that stuff.
Of course, because this was a dream that I, 10 years ago, on my goals was be the mental performance coach for a volleyball club. Like this is something
That's super cool.
that
That's
like
super
when I look back and I see.
That's cool. That gives me the chills.
Yeah,
You know?
me too. When you look
That's
back and you
awesome.
have these big goals and these big dreams of like, I want to be in a place where I can be influential for athletes. I want to be in a place where I can support athletes.
Yeah.
I want to be in a place where I can grow, where I can experiment, where I can be trusted. And that's something that you and Megan have always given me is
That's the goal.
full trust and full experimentation to be able to see what works
Yeah.
for our athletes and just trial and error, see how it goes.
Yep.
Every single year, I've iterated the program. When we first started in our
Yeah.
2-court facility
Yeah, oh my
where stuff
gosh.
was really loud,
Oh my
really hot or
gosh.
really cold,
Yeah. Never perfect.
really hot and really cold.
Yeah.
But that's where I started developing the program.
Yep.
The second year, it got better.
Yep.
Third year, I added the app, got even better. Fourth year, to add to the app and to the experience that we were giving our athletes, which for everybody who doesn't know, for the first 3 years, what I did with our athletes was I spent 15 minutes with every athlete who was there every single week, and we went through different sessions. Sometimes we wrote, sometimes we were talking to each other, sometimes it was
Very
lecture
useful.
style.
Very useful.
We did all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah.
Depending on what the lesson or what the session was about and what skills we were trying to work with and impart, because it's not necessarily about learning the skill, it's about can we put that skill into practice.
Yep.
It's not about what you know, it's about what you do with what you know, right?
Exactly.
And with these
Yes.
athletes, just like every other skill in volleyball that we're teaching them, we serve at every single practice, as coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We pass at every single practice. yeah?
Absolutely.
And we should be doing some type and hopefully integrating those two together, the mental performance
Yes.
skills, interlocking with those so that hopefully our athletes are growing, they're feeling, because you'll have some days where you're really great at serving. You'll have other days where you're really great at passing. And how can we be resilient? How can we pay attention to the way that we're speaking to ourselves?
Correct.
How can we develop as leaders on the court? How can we be aware of our emotions?
Right,
and
that's a big one.
And how those are driving the stories that we're telling ourselves about what's happening.
Yeah.
Right?
And you can take that not just to volleyball, but you can take that to the life. You know, you can literally, one big thing for me that I loved about your book and your app, parents can see it.
Yes.
And parents can enjoy it as well, because it's you kind of squeeze everything from home in a sense. You come to practice and you are a product of your parents, better said. And for you to be able to kind of show the parents what you're doing and how you're getting it done, and they're able to also, I got a lot of messages from parents be like, I took advantage of this book.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I want.
So that's super huge, and I think it's very motivational for all of us to be able to kind of, okay, how I can get a little more organized, how I can be a little more efficient. But what you were saying, the last part was the mental side of things. The third set in club, the fifth set in high school, is the one where the mental side is going to pick up. And so where you're going to see the most productivity from what it is that we kind of taught these kids, where you taught those kids to how to go in and manage. And for me, what also was very beneficial is those kids are going to open up to you.
Right.
And when you get to know them, you're going to coach them better. And you have so much good insight for us, where you keep all of that information secret for yourself, because it's important to have that confidence in each other when you guys are talking. But it's like, hey, you know, this kiddo is going through some tough times. Make sure that we are being selective with words and how we train and how we do this. It helps us as coaches so much more to go digging deeper as coaches, to kind of squeeze the best out of them. It's super useful. It's amazing. And finally, when you were mentioning about, you know, giving you the platform and do it, the only way we're going to be successful is if everybody's in charge of one thing. You know, and this is your thing, and you're crushing that one thing, and I'm so blessed to have you. And I feel like I think you're just scratching the surface. I think there's so much more that we're going to do. Every year we're going to do something more, because that's kind of, Megan and I are a little bit crazy. We can't just be sitting on the ball and do nothing. We have to do more. Like, podcast is something more.
There we go.
I try to impress you every year, Philip.
I appreciate it. You do.
I do. I'm
You
like,
do.
I get so
You do,
excited
you
by
do.
the end of the
You
year.
are
I'm
amazing.
like, I got something cool for you.
Ah.
Oh, you guys are going to be so amazed.
I love
that
it.
conversation that we have in July, or what's coming next,
Yeah.
or when I tell you, hey, I've got some cool stuff coming. Give me a little while, because
It's
I know
awesome.
that you guys are patient and you've got enough going on.
Yeah,
that
kiddos are killing
when
us.
I say, hey, I've got something new. It's
I
going to
love
be
that.
great. And then I bring it to you. You're like, that's way better than I ever thought it was going to be.
That was amazing. And then your book signing was absolute hit. We had like hundreds of
God.
kids here. It was lined throughout the gym.
Amazing.
It was
I was
intense.
incredible.
Oh,
It was
man.
intense. It was so awesome.
Yeah.
But let's jump into the game.
All right, we're
Let's
jumping
jump
into
into
the
the
game.
game.
All right,
Let's
let's
play
roll
a game.
my phone
Okay.
out. We don't have a buzzer today, so you guys have to be the buzzer, your own buzzer. So
Are we
we're
you guys are
against-
competing against each other. It's Coach Philip versus Coach Deanna.
I think I'm gonna win this one.
Okay.
I better win this
This
one.
is a familiar game that we've done it once previously on the podcast. However, it's going to be different coaches. So we're going to
Ooh.
play Guess That Coach.
Okay.
This
Okay.
could be a girls coach. This could be a boys coach. But it is definitely, and it could be a head coach or an assistant coach. But it's for sure a ProPlay current coach. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
going to list out a few facts about this coach.
Okay.
Okay, whichever one, you get to do your own buzzer in the microphone, whatever your buzzer is.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, yeah, beep, beep, beep. Okay, then I'll let you answer. If you're right, great, you get a point. We move on to the next coach. If
Love
not,
it.
other coach will get
Love
a
it.
rebuttal here. Okay.
Love it.
All right,
Okay,
let
let's
me
game on.
Let me
Game
grab
on.
it. Game on, she says. Game on.
He said.
Sorry, my
I
bad.
said it. I said it.
Whoops.
Call
All
me
right,
she
so
over
I'm
here.
not going to look at the answer.
this first coach. Okay.
My gosh.
Oh, Phil has
bet-
a little bit of an advantage here. I
I
think.
better win this
He
one.
does. He
Okay.
has an advantage, but I'm
This
gonna pull it
first
out.
coach used to write for a sports newspaper.
Oh my gosh.
Has
Horrible.
a degree, or their first degree is in communication and journalism. Loves to write poetry.
Oh my gosh.
Loves to sing.
Beep, 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 beep,
Coach
beep,
Phillip.
beep, beep, beep. This is, I'm sorry, you're never going to guess this one. This is Coach Nilu.
I would have never guessed it until I learned this about
This
her.
is Coach Nilu. We just
Yeah.
learned this recently on the last podcast.
Yeah.
You gave him a
she-
soft
Well, it was
question?
a little bit.
I was
know,
hoping
know,
I was
that a
hoping you're
little
gonna
bit.
say I was hoping you're gonna say like this man is a tall and handsome coach and it will be Coach Todd.
It'll be
you know
Coach
what I'm
Todd.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's okay. We're gonna go.
All
for-
right. Sorry. As I was going through it, I realized it was a little bit of an unfair
Yeah.
one.
Okay. But it was still 1-0, Coach Phillip.
Okay.
1-0. All right.
1-0.
This
Okay.
next one.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm
This
so
one's
scared.
going to be harder.
I better win this game, I must say.
Okay. Used to work at Starbucks.
Oh my gosh.
Favorite dessert is strawberry shortcake. Favorite superhero is Spider-Man. I would never
No
guess this,
idea.
by the way.
I have no idea.
Played one season as a middle and high school. And wanted to be a baseball pitcher before starting to play volleyball. He is currently an assistant coach at
It's a he.
ProPlay. Oh, gave it away.
Ding ding.
All right, give it a whirl. It's a hard one. This is hard.
Is it Coach Tyler?
Nope. He is currently an assistant coach here.
Assistant coach only.
Assistant coach only.
Coach Kent.
Coach Ken.
Oh,
That's also a really hard one.
Yeah.
Really hard
I'm
one.
like, who is in a?
the middle thing.
Like,
Yeah.
how would Coach
And his
Amanda
down
know
balls-
this
his
thing?
down balls are
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Getting
spot.
better
The,
and
Shout out
the
to
spot.
Coach Kent. He's my.
That's why I was
assistant,
like,
and
he has to
so
be
I had
Coach
to-
Kent because I know it's
had
her
to throw him
assistant.
out. Had to throw
Okay.
some love out to Coach
All right,
Kent.
let's see what we can do.
All right,
Let me
let's
do a
see,
full
let's
sweep.
see.
Let me
All
do a
right.
full sweep.
This next person, her favorite place. Darn, I keep using pronouns.
Yes,
Favorite
you are.
Pronouns. Favorite place to be is at the beach.
Everybody's place.
Played at Fullerton Junior College, indoor and beach.
Okay.
Played at ProPlay since she was 12.
Ooh.
Sorry.
ding ding.
Yes.
Coach Chloe.
Nope.
Coach Ann Mayfield.
Nope.
That was my other guess.
Oh my
Kurt.
God.
Ding.
Yes.
Coach Bree.
Yeah! I think I
How
might
did
have said
that
it
loop?
wrong.
Bree, I'm so sorry.
So
I love you
also,
so much.
I said
oh my
played
gosh.
at ProPlay since 12. Been playing volleyball since 12, but ProPlay since 14. But that wouldn't
That's
have
where you
changed-
messed it. Okay,
that
it's her
wouldn't have
fault.
changed
It
your
is her fault.
answer.
14 was. I
Come
knew that. I knew that.
All right.
Go,
all right.
Coach. 2-1. 2-1. You have one more? We have one more?
I got one more. This is
One
going to be a
more.
hard one, too.
One
I'm
more.
thinking-
Okay,
I'm
okay.
thinking-
So it's a game point for me, or we go to
All
the
right,
fifth
or
set.
we go to the fifth set.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go.
this player played club volleyball for almost half of their life.
Club volleyball, half of their life.
Okay.
Young.
Was
Wow.
a setter the majority of her volleyball career.
Oh, wow.
Graduated from Cal State Fullerton with a degree in finance.
Jeez Louise.
Something I know about this player, just got engaged this past year. Big fan of good food and good company. Coaches
What?
2 teams at ProPlay. This is her first season head coaching at ProPlay.
I got it.
Coach
Sarah.
Phillip.
Coach Sarah.
Sarah.
Yes, go.
I know.
I know the
I literally
coaches.
texted a handful of coaches and got all this stuff. And I was like, wow, didn't know that about you. Didn't know about that.
Wow.
So super cool.
Well, I did
Yeah.
not know. I just when you said
Yeah.
engaged and Cal State Fullerton, I
Yeah.
was like, this can only be 2 people that I can think
I
of.
was going through them.
Yeah.
But the engaged part gave it away.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
she
we
sure
will-
did. Amazing.
Well,
yeah,
well,
right?
tell me before we close this out,
Yes.
Deanna, it was absolutely awesome to have you on the episode. Tell me, is this available for people that are not a part of the club?
Absolutely.
And how can they get their own copy?
Absolutely. So the volleyball mental performance workbook is available on Amazon. It is available on my website.
Sick.
At www.bethewinningelement.com.
Be the winning element. Let's go.
Or if you find me somewhere, you can always ask me and say, "Hey, Coach Deanna, can I get a workbook?"
Let's
and I'll
go.
say absolutely, and we'll figure it out together.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I'm pretty easily found.
Hey, well, if it's on Amazon, that is easy then. It cannot be easier. Any final words? Any final questions?
Yeah, I want to ask just a silly fun one. If you could go back and play any position, well, number 1, what position did you play? Number 2, if you can go back and play any position regardless of skill, what would you pick?
Okay, I'm obviously a lifetime middle.
Okay, it's lifetime. Those are rare though.
I'm a lifetime
That's okay.
middle.
That's perfect.
Amazing.
And I was a good middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
My reaction time's really good, so and on my feet, love it. Blocking is one of the best feelings in the
It is the
entire
best feeling.
world.
I wouldn't know.
Yes.
I wouldn't know.
It's the best.
Yeah.
If I could go back and play any position regardless of skill, and hopefully because I was practicing it and I had such talented coaches, I would be good at it, but I'd be a setter.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I really enjoy it, and
decision.
I think the new rule set with no doubles
Right?
is something that is
It kills me.
increasing the level of course, a setter would say that.
Yeah, it kills me.
But I think it's increasing the level of creativity.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
it does.
I also think the
Helps
tempo
the
of
ref.
the game is
Yeah.
increasing, and so I love seeing longer rallies. I love seeing the emphasis on where we're setting,
Yeah.
not how
We
it's
set.
Sure.
getting there.
Yes,
So
I
That's
hear
a
you.
great-
No,
that's a
no,
great
it's
point, yeah.
you're making a good point. I agree. I just, when you work so hard to get the ball released to this perfect position, perfect location, and perfect setup
Yeah,
with your hands,
yeah.
you want to be perfect, and then they take that away from you. It's like, why did I put in so much emphasis on releasing that ball perfect every single time when you could just focus on placing it, to the best player, even though it's the hardest set.
Yeah.
So it's just I like it because it's gonna help the volleyball game for sure.
Right.
Nice hands don't score points.
That's exactly 100%. 100%. 100%.
Right.
100%.
Man, when
100%.
there's a great set that's
Oh,
rough.
it feels
Yes,
good. It's
feel-
like time
feels good.
stops.
Feels good. Feels
Yeah.
good. Yes. Well, thank you so
Love
much
it.
thank you so much for being here. We love this time with you. This was awesome. We're looking forward to the next episodes that will be coming here about Coach Deanna, Winning Element.
Yes.
Order your book if you haven't done it. Let's get it.
Yeah, ProCast.
Okay.